My name is Ruth Ann, and I'm a jewelry designer based in New Jersey, and I make handmade earrings for women and bracelets for men. And Allison is a longtime friend of mine, and I came down to see her, to support her, and in the spirit of women entrepreneurs and collaborating, I decided to come down and have her beat this mug and make me look 10 times more fabulous than I already am, you know. So this is the look that we came up with. Very soft, a little glitter on the eyes, nude lips, pinkish you would say. And I got all dressed up in my fabulous dress, showing off my earrings, a little styling that me and Allison came up with. And if you want to see how we got this look, stay tuned.
Hi guys, so here is beautiful Ruth Ann. So I actually did this off camera, didn't realize I wasn't recording. So I applied first my Smashbox primer water, then I went in to prime the eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. For her brows, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm just filling in the brows. I already did one brow off camera because I really thought I was filming, but I didn't. So yeah, it's very hard filming doing someone else's makeup than doing mine, but it's the first one and I'm sure I'll get better. So I'm just filling in the brows, and then I'm taking the spoolie to comb through the hairs to distribute the product. Now to clean up under the brows and give the brows a lift and a natural highlight, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn and a flat synthetic brush, and I'm just making the brows nice and crisp. I don't conceal the top of brows, that's just not my thing, but if you need to do it, I would suggest using your foundation shade so it looks more natural. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up the brows, giving them a nice highlighted shade, and then I'm dragging it down a bit, and then I like to use my fingers to blend everything out because I feel that the warmth from my fingers blend it better into the skin. So Ruth Ann has oily skin in her T-zone, so I'm just applying this MAC Oil Control Lotion in just that area, just to help with controlling oil throughout the day. And I'm using my hands, and my hands are very clean. Then I'm taking my Smashbox primer, that's the pore minimizing one, and I'm applying this in the areas where her pores are a bit more pronounced. For foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Pore and Matte, and I'm taking the shade Coconut, and I'm just showing how well it matched her skin, and I'm using this with a damp beauty blender. So I'm just pressing this into the skin to make so that we have a nice blank canvas to work with. For highlighting, I'm going to take again that LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to highlight the usual areas like under her eyes, her chin, her forehead, down the bridge of her nose, Cupid's bow area. And I'm using that same beauty blender to apply this there. I'm just using, pressing motions to push it into the skin. And then I use the opposite end, the end that I use to apply the foundation, to go around the edges to kind of blend it in better with the skin, with the rest of her skin, I should say. So under Ruth Ann's eye, she's very sensitive under her eyes, so I took this Real Techniques brush to remove the creasing under her eyes before I went in setting those areas with the SACHA Buttercup and the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So after I get under the eyes the way I want it, by setting it and removing all the creases, I go in with that same beauty blender and apply those powders to the areas that I just highlighted. For face powder, I'm taking the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, using the e.l.f. flat powder brush to press that into the skin, and I'm going over the areas that we highlighted, like the chin and the Cupid's bow area. I'm applying a little bit of that powder mix under her cheekbones to make the contour pop more. For bronzing, I'm going to take the SHEA Moisture Illuminating Bronzer in Dusk, and I'm just going to apply that more so on the cheeks and under her jawline. I'm not gonna really do anything on her forehead because she doesn't have a big forehead like I do. For my base for shadows, I'm gonna take again the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and then I'm gonna set that in place with that same Laura Mercier SACHA Buttercup mix, just to make sure there's no slipping when I'm applying the powders, the eyeshadows. Going into the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm gonna take the shade Burnt Orange, and this palette is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using a fluffy brush to apply this shade on the outer V area, and I'm also gonna apply it on the inner V areas. This is gonna act as my transitional color, if you would call it. We're doing a halo, so you have to slowly progress with the shades. So I first applied it in the outer V, and then I apply it in the V. Going back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Realgar, and this is a deep orange shade, and I'm going to take a smaller blending brush to apply this, concentrate this more on the outer V and the inner V areas. So we're almost placing this color over where we put the burnt orange. And I'm blending this a bit higher than where her crease is, so when she opens her eyes you can still see some of the colors peeking through. And I'm just applying this the same places where I put the burnt orange, so the inner and outer areas of the eyes, and blending it upwards almost up to her eyebrows. So after I do that, I go in with the first blending brush to just soften everything, because we're going for a very soft look. Back in the palette, we're going to take Cyprus Umber, and it's a deep brown. It's like an ashy brown shade. And I'm using that same smaller blending brush to apply this to the outer V and the inner area of the eyes. I'm not putting it the same place where I put the Realgar because I want the orange to peek through. So I'm putting it like a smidge more inwards than where I put that Realgar shade. And again, I'm blending it upwards because we want the colors to peek through when she opens her eyes. And as I apply it, I'm blending it because as I said, I want this to be a nice soft look. Next, we're going to take back that first blending brush again to go over everything, soften it, make sure everything is nice and well blended, because in makeup it's all about blending. Taking again that LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn, I'm just going to place this in the middle parts of the eyes to act as a base for the shadow we're going to put on top, and then I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of blend this in better and to not let it look so harsh before. On top of this, I'm going to take the shade Vermeer, also from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette, and I'm going to tap this over where we just put that LA Girl concealer, and I'm using a Sigma flat shader brush. After I do that, I'm taking that, I think it's a Morphe blending brush, the brush that we've been using earlier on, and I'm just blending the edges of where the Cyprus Umber meets the Vermeer, just to make things a bit more soft, you know, when it flows together. I didn't show this product, but it's a Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, and I'm just doing a very tiny line as base for our lashes. Then I'm taking a disposable mascara wand to apply some mascara. Then I'm applying the Kiss So Wispy lashes. Whenever I'm doing someone else's makeup, I don't use the mascara wand from the mascara unless they bring their own mascara, just to be more hygienic. So moving back to the face, I'm taking this Real Technique setting brush, and I'm dusting away the powder that was under the eyes and anywhere else I had left the powder, and I'm picking up some of that face powder that we use all over the face, just to tone down the highlights under the eyes and to make things blend in, you know, a lot better. I find that when I do this, it gives me a nice, more natural finish. And then I'm taking the e.l.f. brush to do the same of dusting away the powder from under the cheek, the jawline. So because we have so much powder going on, I'm going to go in again with that Smashbox Primer water. I felt like adding a little bit of sparkle, so I went in with this NYX glitter liner. For highlighter, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Crown of Canopy, and then on top of that I'm gonna lay the Laura Geller Gilded Honey just to give a nice glowy skin. It worked so perfectly. This combination works so perfectly with the eye look. And I'm just applying the highlighter to the natural places that we normally want to, you know, things to beam. I'm also applying it in the inner tear duct, and I'm also going to do it on the brow bone. But for these areas, I only use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. For blush, I'm taking this e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Dark, and I'm taking that shade and applying it with this Real Techniques blush. Then for under the eyes, I'm taking Realgar from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm running this under the waterline. And then because her eyes are so sensitive, I gave her a black eyeliner to line her waterline. As you can see, she started watering up, so we just took a Q-tip to get rid of that. In the Juvia's Saharan Juvia's Space palette, I'm taking the shade Chad, and it's just a black shade, and I'm running that also on the waterline just to give the eyes a bit more drama and smoke. For the lips, I'm gonna first line the lips with MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. Then I'm gonna put on top of that the MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love. And then because the whole face is so glowy, I wanted the lips to be glossy because I felt like it worked better. So I took the Victoria's Secret Beauty Rush flavored gloss in the shade Indulgence. It's like a nice pinky peachy tone with flexes of glitter in it. It is so pretty. After that, all we did was apply some mascara to the bottom lashes with a new disposable mascara wand, and that is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to see more videos like this, leave a comment below, give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, stay beautiful. Bye.